Hello, hello, hello. Let me make this bigger. It would be scarring. They don't say scarring. It would be scarring if I accidentally did this on the wrong channel, but I don't because I always check like 50 times. How are you guys doing? Hello, bot. Oh my god, I'm so restless. Is that good or bad? Gay ASMR. Anyways, can you share about bot? I've got boobs. I've got some boobs today. Oh my god. I've been watching ASMR. I watched this freaking slime channel on YouTube, which is really gay. But I need to actually drink this because I don't know, but I'm considering going to the gym. I don't want to, but no. That would be great though if you did that. That would be great if you did that. That would be so scarring. I need to charge my phone in case I decide to go to the gym. So I've got to do that. Gosh, I ate kind of weird today, but I've been so restless, which is why I titled the stream the way I did. I've been so crazy restless. I need to make these lights a little less bright. They're like really bright. I feel like I'm like gonna kill my eyes. These are my box lights, so which is cool, but they're a little too intense for me. Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna like give myself a migraine. Yeah, I do. I've had two of them for a while. I used them today. I filmed. I stayed home though. I didn't do my other job, but I filmed today. I hate how I get when I feel like I want to call it audience capture, but it's not really audience capture. It's like anxiety. Like I'm just like, oh gosh, is that too far? Or is that too this? Or is that too that? Like it's the worst. I hate that. But that's still like the serotonin problems. Like they're not gone, you know? It's still pretty strong. But I kind of want to talk about it today as well, just because like it's good for me to have like a backlog if I ever want to look at it, kind of, and then it helps me when I talk on here, and then I can talk on my main when I do my health update. But I am so like ADHD. Like I feel very, very attention deficit. I feel like I struggle to speak sometimes. Like I do some mistakes like when I'm talking. So it's really weird. But I don't know. For some reason in the spring I get very, very serotonin. I don't know why, but it's like probably when it's the worst. I don't understand why though. I really don't. Um, but I have a hard time paying attention, and then I get like full body restlessness. So it's not just like my legs, it's like my arms, everything. Like I feel very restless a lot. and bored to death, which I've talked about a lot over the past year. And I realized like it's a chemical boredom, which is crazy. But I'm super focused on work and stuff. Like I'm very focused on doing my YouTube channel and that kind of thing. Like I'm doing really, really well. Um, I was like, what is that on the floor? I have ice cream. I ate ice cream today. Um, and then I have, yeah, well, because I'm very focused and I feel better. So I will film if I feel better. I just hate it when I get paranoid when I'm just like, oh gosh, did I say the wrong thing? Or, when you feel weird like that, which I'm like, I don't think I did. I think I'm fine. But I trip out a lot sometimes, but it's kind of like social anxiety because I'm still Poindexter. If you remember my last stream, I'm very Poindexter still. But yeah, I'm trying to like get my shit together, kind of. How have you been booked? Have you been going? Like even this, my hands are kind of serotonin-y, so it feels weird. I'm like, ugh. Um, ugh, it's a horrible feeling. Do you ever feel restless still, Bot, or is it just me now? Have you left me behind on the restless train? Yes, I feel restless. I do. I feel so restless. And then gate HD is what I call it. And then I've been like so obsessed with like just like love and stuff. It's so gay, literally. Like I'm so obsessed with like romance and this and that and gosh. I hate it. It's so annoying. But I think it's because I'm getting healthier and stuff. So I'm just like, oh yeah, like dating and this and that. And I'm just like, ugh, I need to focus. I need to focus. I'm trying. Especially when my channel is doing better and stuff. It's like I need to just stay focused. Like all last year, whenever I would start to get momentum like I have right now, I would have to stop because I would get too sick. And then I couldn't do it anymore. And then I had the death effect and I had all these issues. And like I have less of the death now. So it's easier to do a little better on YouTube and stuff because my image has improved. I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's true. Um, so I'm trying to like do my thing or take off or whatever, but it's like, it's a lot of work, honestly. I mean, maybe it's just a lot of work because the way I do it, but like I have to find what I'm looking for. I have to film and then I watch it after to make sure that it's like okay. And then I keep trying to skirt the balance between like, am I going to be more sassy or am I going to be more serious or am I going to be like a mixture? Like what am I going to be? And today I was a little bit more on point, like more serious, but it wasn't bad or anything. I don't have any cuts. Yeah, I don't edit. Yeah, exactly what. Because I don't edit. I could edit, but I like the kind of like live format. Like, first of all, I don't like editing. And then, second of all, I like the live feeling of it because it's a certain type of content. So the conversation flows more, but then sometimes like I might edit if I don't like what I said at a certain point. So I still like that it isn't live, but I usually don't edit. There's a few times where I have to edit, um, every once in a while. But for the most part, it's not edited just because I think it's more natural. And a lot of times I'm doing long form content. I feel like that's what I'm tending to go towards because I think it's really hard to talk about obesity in a very short video. Yeah, because I've tried to make it shorter and it always was longer. It's like it ends up being almost 30 minutes, like even at the most, I think in the very beginning I used to do occasional, like I do the fat acceptance TikTok video clips and I'd respond to TikTok clips, especially when I first started because I had to give my takes on certain things because I didn't have anything. And I think even back then it was like 18 minutes. Sometimes though I will do a short video if I can do it, but typically it's like obesity is just very complicated. And I think that that's what I've noticed in terms of the anti-FA space and in terms of like, especially fat acceptance in general. So when I talk like actual fat acceptance activism, when they talk on TikTok and stuff, it is so simplistic. It is not reasonable at all because obesity is a very complex issue. Even if it isn't complex of how you got there, so to speak, like you overeat. There's a lot of reasons why people overeat. There's a lot of reasons why, um, and it's difficult. Like even somebody on my channel, they commented on a comment I made about soy. And they were like, well, they're like, soy isn't actually estrogenic. That's actually a myth and da 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 da. And I had to respond and I said, no, it's actually a myth that soy isn't estrogenic. It is estrogenic, but it really depends on the amount of soy that you're having, which, if it's in all of your food, then it is causing your estrogen to go higher. And the comment I made in the video was basically a lot of people, when they try to lose weight, they do it in a very anti-thyroid way, including eating soy, or like they'll eat a lot of estrogenic foods. That was one of the examples I said. So I was like, they'll eat a lot of estrogenic foods, like soy, for example, because there is this idea that eating healthy or eating for weight loss is like having things like tofu. So it's like having tofu and all this stuff. It's like that's something that people try to do when they're losing weight, and it isn't ideal. It can undermine your weight loss efforts, especially if you're having it like every single day. It can be a problem. And if it's, but I think this person responded and they're probably like fit or they're thin. Yeah, of course, yeah. They're probably like fit or thin or, and they're thinking of having soy sauce on some rice. It's like, yeah, that's not a big deal. Like your estrogen isn't going to surge to the roof because you put some soy sauce on rice. But it's like if you're having soybean oil in fried foods you're having, if you're having, soybean oil in like your pasta sauce, if you're having soy lecithin in your chocolate that day, if you're having soy this, soy that, and literally almost everything you're eating in a day, and then you decide to have tofu on top of it and a glass of soy milk, like your estrogen is absolutely going to be higher. And I said, especially within the context of being super morbidly obese. Hello, John. Especially in the context of being super morbidly obese, you typically will have a fatty liver, and fatty liver, you cannot reduce estrogen that well. So if you're eating a lot of soy, you absolutely will have higher estrogen, especially if you're fat and you're hypo and you have fatty liver. It's just like one hell of a combination. And so it's hard to explain all that in like a 5-minute video or like a 10-minute video or 15, maybe even 20-minute video. That's why my main channel, it tends to be long form because these are complex issues. And obesity has different gradients. There's different levels of obesity. There's, do you have a fatty liver or not? Are you SMO? Are you MO? Are you O? Right? It's like those are very different. Are you like 20 pounds overweight? Like, it's just, you got to consider everything. It's totally different. Are you male or female? Right? All these different things, they change the effects of stuff. So you have to like really talk about things. And then I noticed, which I did my video today where I recorded it. And in one of the moments I said, like, I get so frustrated with fat acceptance because it's like they'll do anything to not talk about the issue. They spent like almost the whole time talking about race. And it's like fatness and race are not the same thing at all. Like, they're not comparable at all. And they do that with trans issues too. And like fatness and trans issues are not the same thing at all. And it's like they don't ever want to actually talk about obesity. They want to talk about their feelings about being Black or their feelings about, something else that has nothing to do with being fat. Like, I've seen that so many times, and it's very frustrating because I think one of the biggest psyop factors of fat acceptance is just that they don't want you to talk about the issue. It's to block out the conversation and to make it about something else, because that's what I've noticed, because I've been doing this for a year now, right? And so you start to see patterns, and I just see that every single time they just talk about body image and they talk about race and they talk about trans issues. And that's really like the major things that they talk about. Like, if somebody is gay on the panel, then they'll talk about how they're gay. You know, it's like, I don't know, it's not the same thing. It doesn't really matter. But it is frustrating that when I cover these videos, it's like I'm having to talk about identity so much. It's like, this isn't about identity. So that's what I tried to say is like, at the end of the day, it's not about identity. This isn't a political issue. This is not the same thing as being Black or gay or trans or whatever, because you can lose the weight. You can't become, you can't literally become the other biological sex. You cannot actually turn into a different race. You can't become straight or gay. It's like, but you can lose weight. You can. You can lose weight. Hello, Caleb. So I don't know. It's just very frustrating because it's like, if you want to just be a leftist and talk politics, like, then just be a leftist and talk politics. Like, why do you have to incorporate obesity into that? Like, I don't understand that. I just don't. It's like, just go in the political sphere and just talk politics then. And then people can argue with you about politics. But why do I have to talk about politics when I've told you guys, like, I don't really want to anymore. I quit politics a long time ago. But obviously my political background, it's relevant in terms of my content now because they're constantly trying to politicize obesity, which is insane. So I feel like I'm trying to put out a fire, that they're constantly lighting. It's really annoying. It's so annoying. Because I can tell you, like, losing weight, making weight loss political is like the least helpful thing ever. It's the biggest distraction. And it's just like they're just trying to make it divisive. And it's not, it's not a divisive issue. I've never seen a group of people try so hard to make something that is so not divisive, divisive. And it's very annoying. So yeah, but I mean, it's fine. Like, we talk about, I'm going to keep going on the channel. You know what I mean? I think that oh yeah, that video was really bad. The one with Sonali, it was crazy. Like, I couldn't believe how bad it was. I agreed. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that bad either. Like, my mom watched it, and my mom told me, she was like, I'm never going to watch anything with Sonali again because it scarred her. It was bad. Like, I can't believe she watches Schmorn with her clients. That's insane. I cannot imagine watching that with a therapist. That is so scarring. It's the one I just posted. Bot needs to like get with it. Not today, yesterday. It's already out. I did film one today though, that's coming out tomorrow. But yeah, it's like that's video, like, and so many people were scarred at Sonali's introduction, which it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of bad. But they were so like, what the hell, over like this long ass introduction. I should play it. Oh my god, it was so bad. It was so stupid. Oh gosh. Which I guess Caleb is the one that sent me the video. I don't know if that's a secret, but I don't think it is. I have to find it. But yeah, it was so scarring. Like, look at me having ads. Bougie.
It's okay to not be attracted. Never, ever. Lower. Non-binary. Okay. She and they pronouns because I identify as non-binary, and I'm popularly known on Instagram as the fat sex. Okay. She and they pronouns because I identify as non-binary, and I'm popularly known on Instagram as the fat sex therapist. I am a super fat, queer, bisexual, non-binary, Indian American, second generation immigrant, documented, non-practicing Hindu, lower caste, upper middle class, East Coast for life, Jersey girl, cat mom, plant dad, and licensed clinical social worker living in Philadelphia. I just want you guys to know that I would never, ever introduce myself in any kind of way like that, ever.
It was crazy. It's like, and obviously my mom, she's older, like she's Gen X, and when she heard all the labels, my mom was blown away. It like almost blew her out of the room because it was so much. It was bad. Like, somebody in the commented, they were like, if you had to go around a whole room and everybody was introducing themselves like that, they were like, it would take like an hour to do introductions. It was crazy. I was like, oh my god. It was bad. It was really bad. I wonder, I know, I don't think I could either. I literally said, I was like, I think I would just introduce myself and be like, hi, I'm Alex. That's about it. But yeah, it got worse. Like towards the end, she literally talked about how she watches Schmorn with her clients, which is insane. And to me, that is so disturbing beyond. Because she's trying to get them to watch fat people in Schmorn, which is crazy. She's like conversion therapy over here. It's weird. She's she's like, I want you to question your anti-fat bias and whatever. And why can't you find a fat body attractive and shit like that? That's why. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, yes. Yes, but it's not relevant, Caleb. She should have just said, hi, I'm Sonali and I'm a registered whatever and a sex therapist. That's what she should have said. That's about it. It's all that was relevant. I don't even think I don't see how her sexuality is relevant at all. So it's not like she's on Bumble or something. Like she's not on a dating profile. So what does it matter? Um, like I'll talk about how I'm gay sometimes if it's relevant, but I'm not going to talk about it just to talk about it. Like, and again, it's only relevant because they're always talking about all these other issues that have nothing to do with being fat because they're trying to cloud it. They're trying to make it about all this other crap. And it's really annoying. She might, Caleb, she might, which is weird because it's like, you don't need to do that. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been watching like Blair White and the offensive, you know what, that I won't say. I've been watching them because I've been interested in it because I haven't really looked into the trans stuff at all in a long time. And I'm trying to understand, but I don't know if I ever will. That's something else I said in my video that's coming out tomorrow. I was like, I don't know if I'll ever understand it. And I might not. And it is what it is, you know. I think it's really hard for me to understand. And I just try not to. Oh, yeah, that was pretty wild, BL. Blair is not, in my opinion, she's not somebody that is above reproach in a lot of ways. But she's not the worst ever, if that makes sense. But I can see why people don't like her. If that makes sense. Because there's a lot there. But yeah, it's a lot. So, but yeah, I've been kind of watching that stuff just because, like, I want to hear some takes on it and just like maybe learn a bit more or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's better to know stuff, especially because it's so often brought up in fat acceptance stuff. So it is relevant to my work that I do because they constantly bring it up. So it's better for me to know more about it, which is why I'm trying. But I still may never understand it. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work actually. But I kind of understand, like, I think the kind of content, I think the anti-FA content, a lot of it, it's a lot of people watch it to like to learn things or, you know, to watch the debate and stuff. And then a lot of people watch it to help motivate them to lose weight or to keep going because it is like a long-term battle and stuff. So I hope I can be that for people, you know. I would love to do my I'm not smo anymore video, but my body is just not giving it to me. But I swell. I tend to swell in the middle of the month, like or towards this time of the month. So it'll come. It'll probably happen at the end of the month. But I hate that I got right there. Like I got right to the edge and then I started bloating and stuff after, which is so fugly. So I'm gonna shed a single fake tear for my smo. Yeah. For real. I probably needed to do like 0.2 or something, or maybe 0.4 just to get into 39.9, but I didn't make it. And it's okay. Like I will make it. But I've struggled too. Like my appetite was higher and like I've had to kind of do certain things and I'm so fucking restless, you guys. Like the restlessness is crazy. Like, you can't see, but I'm moving my legs. I'm like this because I literally am going nuts. Like, I just am like, and then I get so awkward because I'm Poindexter, right? So I'm still like very serotonin-y, and so I'm like Poindexter. So like when I say, like, when anything happens that's somewhat awkward, I'm like, ugh. Like, I get so cringed out when it's like awkward at all, and it happens a lot in public. They're not that red right now, but they're still rosy a little bit. I don't think they're that bad right now. Some days they're like crazy. Like that one day when I filmed, because I lost 90 pounds, they were so red. It was crazy. But I think they are slightly, like, if I feel my cheeks, they're warm. But I don't think it's bad. But yeah, it's like ADHD symptoms, restless, boredom. I get so bored that I get restless all over my body because I'm so bored. That's like I'm actually going insane. And then the rosy cheeks, the swelling, that kind of stuff. Rosy cheeks, swelling. I haven't had weird dreams as much, but this is weird to talk about, but there are some, I don't know if I want to say this. I don't know if I should say it. Okay, no problem, John. I don't know if I should say it, so I don't think I should, but yeah, I'm going through a lot of like that too, where it's like, what's appropriate? What isn't appropriate, right? But I don't feel like I did a year ago where I was so serotonin-y and I was like, everything's inappropriate and I hate everything. And I'm ashamed because like in 2022, the serotonin thing, it was like starting like towards July. And then it slowly like phased in. And by like October of that year, I was really going into it. And how it manifested at first was like I was judging everyone else. It's like, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're immoral, you're this, you're that, right? And that's very serotonin. And then it like changed. And then by like March or April of last year, even towards January, it shifted where it was like, I'm the problem, or like it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. And so I started to really judge myself very harshly. And I was like, I'm acting crazy. This isn't appropriate. And like all these social things, it's like the serotonin turned back on in my brain. I told Bot, I think what happens is your receptors come back alive, or like you're not serotonin resistant anymore. So then you feel it really, really strong. So it's like everything about me is shameful. And it got really bad in July. And then now it's like healing. So like over this past time since October, it's been getting better and I've been more balanced. Like I don't fight with people in my personal life anymore. And I've been really peaceful and I'm able to forgive people a lot. So I forgave a lot of people like in October, and I kind of just let a lot of things go. And um so it's been getting better and better. And like now it's like serotonin's kind of like flaring back, but I'm Poindexter. So it's kind of like a half. It's like a half. So it's like I'm not completely shut down like I was a year ago, but I am like, like if I do something awkward in public, I'm like, ugh. Afterwards, like there's a lot of times where I talk or I say something and I'm like really like, oh gosh, that was disgusting, and then I just like cringe. It's a lot of like cringe that I do a lot. Like I feel embarrassed a lot. And then it's like, I'm always like, I don't know if I should say this or if I should say that. So it's like, I'm like in between. And then like part of me wants to be more funny or like say things more like on my main channel, but I don't know where the line is, or like I don't know what I'm ready for. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's very weird. It's a very, very weird phase. But the boredom is there. very badly. So, too. So I think what's happening now this year is it's probably a little different where it's not as much high serotonin. I think there is still an elevation of serotonin, but I think it's more so low dopamine, which is more of a problem at this point because of the restlessness and the boredom, the attention deficit, like all these different things. So, yeah, it's tough. But I guess that I could say what I was telling Bob, but like I've had certain shifts in like what I'm this is so bad. Bot is terrible. Bot should not be like pressuring me to share things. But I've had changes, I guess, in like my sexual tastes and stuff. I don't want to say how, but it's like changes for sure. The gratuitous use of silence. What was that? I don't know what that was from, Newly. But I guess I can say a little bit, which I know is so inappropriate, but again, I don't think you guys care. I'm just so self-conscious. But let's just say I'm more interested in like no, not dieted myself straight. Oh, that was one of your stream titles. I guess that what I will say just to be like lightly is like I'm more interested in like rough. Does that make sense? So I'm like, okay. I feel like a complete whore. I feel like a slut. Beyond. And then, like I said, I feel like very lovesick and like I'm obsessed with the idea of having a boyfriend. I'm obsessed with romance. I'm obsessed with it. Like I'm thinking about it all the time. And I'm just like, why am I thinking about it all the time? Like this is so weird. But I think it's because I'm not dying anymore. So it's like, I feel like all these things, oh my gosh, Neely, I feel like all these things that I'm going through are like, um, I don't know what I was saying. So I just had gate HD. I just lost my train of thought. So there you go. I hate it when I'm filming and I'll like mess up words because it kind of makes me feel like Joe Biden a little bit. Like I feel like I have Biden moments now. And I'm like, ugh. I feel like Biden slash Blair White. Because the Blair White has, I swear she has a Zempic brain. So she sounds like she's talking with a mouth of a mouth of marbles. I have that too now, but I'm not on Ozempic. I promise, I'm not. But that's okay, John. Don't worry. Why are you mentioning the moon, Newly? Yes, it's Gate HD. That's what I call it. Um, because I can't focus that well. So I'm always like, yeah, da, 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 da. And then I'll be making the video and I'll say like I think I tried to say 2010s or 2010 and I said 2000s 10. And I was like, oh, that's so cringe. Oh, like why am I having Biden moments? Okay. So yeah, it's like I say things like that or like I'll miss say words or like it's really awful. I hate it, but it doesn't happen super often. But it's like I definitely struggle like with talking with the gate HD. It's bad. So I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I just feel like very this is so gay. I feel super gay, I guess, when I'm talking, but I feel very, very, very like not feminist, submissive, and that I need a man. That's how I feel on a daily basis. And I feel like it's getting more and more as time goes on. And I feel like I had kind of like a tough edge or like an independent streak. And I feel like every day that I get healthier, it dies even more. And every day that passes, I'm more of a whore with each passing moment. And I talked to Eric about it, which Eric is, as you guys know, he's gay Sydney Watson. He's super atheisty, no moral compass, nothing. Right? No, I'm just kidding. I should never ask him for any advice on any of this. And he's just like, well, he's like, you've been knowing that you need a man and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I guess. I was like, but I felt like I still had an edge to me. And I feel like that edge is like gone. And I felt like I was becoming more masculine too. That's totally gone. Completely gone. So I'm like, okay. Where do you keep finding these poor unfortunate souls on TikTok to put on blast? Oh gosh, they're everywhere. I mean, I look on TikTok myself a lot of the times, but most of the time I look myself. And then sometimes other channels talk about it too. But yeah, I guess my biggest concern, which is so gay, this is such a gay concern, but I'm just like, I hope I'm not less attractive. That's literally what I think about. Isn't that gay? I literally feel like a teenager. Isn't that horrible? Or I feel like I did when I was in my early 20s or something. Like that's what I'm worried about right now. It's like I hope I'm not becoming less attractive when as I'm changing like this. Gosh, I'm like, who the hell am I? You know? I feel like I used to have confidence. I don't. It's like gone. It's gone, but also too, like I don't really care. Like I think last year I really cared about losing my confidence. Like I was so butthurt about it. Yeah, I don't know if it's pick me or if it's just like very, very, very humble, because I don't want everybody to pick me. I just want certain people to pick me, if that makes sense. So yeah, I can't be arse with women anymore. Okay. Yeah, I'm not like that at all. I'm just like, oh my gosh, he loves me, he loves me not. Like that's the attitude I have. Like I feel like I could sit here and pick a petal and all this crap. I don't have any Sour Patch Kids. I don't have any, but I did have ice cream today. You can see I ate a whole half gallon just to horrify everybody, but I counted my calories because I needed like, dopamine like crazy. I am fiending for dopamine really bad. And I've totally relapsed. I'll just put it on blast. I don't care. I've totally relapsed on Schmorn really bad. And I'm having sugar like all the time. So I'm having like terrible dopamine withdrawal / necessary needs. I guess I should, Newly. Jeez. Does that give you dopamine? Does that give you dopamine? But no, I mean, the point, yeah, I am trying to increase my dopamine because it's really low. Because sometimes I get depression-y, which isn't good. I don't like the depression. That's where it's really hard. But I'm not depressed right now. And then I've been able to focus on my work fine. So I'm fine with the work and stuff. But it's like ADHD, super submissive bottom energy beyond bimbo levels. I feel like a bimbo. Bimbo pick me. Me and Eric call it sponge bottom instead of SpongeBob. And whore, slut, lovesick girl energy. Any other adjectives to describe myself right now? Poindexter. You belong with me. Fearless era Taylor. Yeah. Introverted. Awkward. The mid-fat, pick-me low dopamine era. Oh my god. I love that for me. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I don't know how I'm going to be because it's like I don't know if it will change. That's what frustrates me. It's like as I continue to lose weight, is this just going to shift on me again? And I have no clue. So I'm like, it's probably for the best that I've been single. No, no retitled, no. We keep to the T Swift lyrics. We keep to it. And by the way, I'm obsessed with this account. So gay. But this Taylor Swift account, the username is Archer's Maroon. Such a gay thing. Like if you're a Swiftie, it's like the gayest username ever. But I love the Archer and I love Maroon. And I'm like on the same I'm like on point with that account. So I followed it and everything. And that's when you're following a Swiftie fan account, that is like a whole other level of gay. Like honestly, it's really bad. So it's crazy. It's really like I just don't know. Um all this to say, all this to say, I was looking at ways to raise dopamine. I'm not following My Little Pony, but Taylor's pretty gay, to be honest. Let's keep it 100. Um, but I was looking into ways to raise dopamine, and it made me mad. But one of the ways to do it is to do strength training. So I was like, okay. Because, like, I think because the winter is ending, I'm starting to get extremely restless. And I think the best way is to go to the gym again. So I think I'm gonna go tonight. And I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna bitch and complain, especially tomorrow, but I'm taking tomorrow off. So it's like I don't have any excuse not to do it today. I am not gonna start taking cough syrup, but you got me fucked up. Is that why I'm coughing all the time? Is that my hypocough? Because I have low dopamine, it makes me have hypocough? Because I always have that cough. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do CrossFit, HIIT, fasting, keto, carnivore. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? I'm kidding. I'm not doing any of that, but I am gonna lift weights. Which I do full body. Could you imagine if I did all that? Oh my gosh. Jeez, Newly. I did not know that that was a thing. I'm not a druggie at all. You guys pretty much know my vices. No thanks, but I'm not trying to take drugs, but there probably is like an herb for dopamine or like to help dopamine balance. And I might actually have to get something different. Like I might need to change my herbage for something dopamine related because it's really bad. Like I don't want the freaking restless, but I haven't had insomnia. Like it hasn't been that bad. But it's just like I don't know. Who wants to be a lovesick girl, that's like a whore and pick me and all this crap and you belong with me and gosh, it feels like my eye is crying. I'm not crying, I promise. Ginseng, okay, that makes sense. I could do ginseng. Oh my gosh. Newly, I haven't been looking at that at all. Oh my god. I love that song, Caleb. That song makes me feel like I'm a Gen Z, even though I'm not. Aw. Look at my bangs. I can do bangs like Taylor. Dang, my hair is so thin. But my hair is weird. It's like changing on me. Oh gosh. Anyways, I'll let them converse about that. So yeah, I think that's my major thing is just going to the gym again, which I hate. The gym is racist, systemically oppressive, homophobic. I do like ice cream. I like their main things. I just don't like the how you like that. Dun, 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 dun. That one isn't one that I like. But I like Love Sick Girls, ice cream. I can't think of anything because I have ADHD. But I think there's probably I love Love to Hate Me. I like that one. It's really gay. I like that song. It's probably not bought. It's probably just on the Carlin page. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But anyways, Newly's trying to get me in trouble. I'm just kidding. I'm not in trouble. Maybe Joe Biden has low dopamine too, because I feel like Joe. How you like that? Da, 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 da. Okay. So I don't know if I showed you. I mean, I showed you guys in the Discord, but I want to show you Ivy. So Ivy was repot. Nice, huge new pot. This thing is so big now. If you look on my Instagram, I showed the progress of this thing in the past year. Her name is Ivy. I was going to change her name because the name Ivy is confusing because it's not an Ivy. And then everyone tells me that's not an Ivy. And I'm like, I know, but I named her after a Taylor Swift song. Don't you understand? Or she says, your ivy grows. Or my house of stone, your ivy grows, and now I'm covered in you. It's because she grows and she takes over everything. Okay, she's huge. And she's going to get even bigger this year. But this isn't completely like a whole pot. It's just there's like a water chamber under, which I should check the water level. Oh, wow. She's been drinking like a freaking damn. I need to water her. She drank all her water. But yeah, ferns are very, very, very wet. Like they drink a lot. They drink a lot. Do you love her less now that she's not weak or broken? I know it's not an IVVL. That's just her name. She is confused. I'm just kidding. No, she's named after a song. But who are you talking about? Is not weak and broken. Anyways, she's huge. Oh, because I saved her? No, I still love her. She's great. But she just takes over everything. And then this one is Taylor. So I haven't showed you guys Taylor, but she finally made it. Well, I showed you on the Discord, but not anywhere else. I know, but I wanted to name her specifically after that song. You guys don't get it because she grows and takes over everything. But this is Taylor. And Taylor is red, of course, because she has to be. Red lips and rosy cheeks, period. But she's a little bit wounded, but not that wounded. But yeah. So I'm really happy because she has the maroon pot, which I love maroon, and I love the song Maroon. So I'm very happy. But she's not like that bad of a save a plant moment. I can show you his Bot Junior. I had to redo Bot Junior's soil. Yeah, I know. The fern is crazy with the watering. So Bot Junior, I had to redo the soil because I think the soil was not like it was too. Gosh, look how it's leaning. I think it's an it. I think its pronouns are it and its. But you can see the little baby one is still there, right there. So, but of course it didn't grow because it's winter, you know. And then I started a fern for my grandma because a piece of ivy fell off. And this actually became a thing. Actually is independent. So that's really cool. So yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with all of them. I actually posted like a before or like a year ago versus today on my Instagram where I have a picture of it. And it's really cool. So I was really happy about that. Yeah, craziness. Super crazy. So I need a man. In conclusion, I'm just kidding. I am gonna go soon though, because I need to get to the gym. I can't believe I'm going to go to the gym, but I cannot handle the restlessness. It's driving me nuts. That's amazing because ferns are usually propagated via spores. Yeah, I know, which I think it's because it's a rabbit's foot. So it's kind of like maybe a little different, but it took it 6 months. Like I literally just put it in a pot and left it for 6 months. I'm going to the gym tonight, but because I need to, because I need the dopamine. And you know what sucks is that I don't even know if the dopamine is going to increase tonight. Like it's probably going to take like months, but it does increase it over months. And I figure like my muscles will at least be tired, right? I don't know. No, I'm not. I mean, I have a bruise on my knee because I cupped again. Ooh, damn, this is really tight to pull up. But I have a bruise on my knee. But I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow because I haven't gone to the gym since like probably November. It's a long time. But I had to stop in the winter because I'm dying. It's like no, it's not that bad. When I get to the winter, it's like I just start dying and then I get into spring and then I'm like manic. So I'm just like, gosh, like I am just hypo knows no rest. Like there is no season of peace. But I'm just like I'm hoping that if I just work out my muscles and stuff, like the dopamine will start happening, or at least the restlessness will go away because the restlessness is crazy. Of course, Caleb. No, I think we're really close to a recession, but yeah, I agree with that, Newly. I am too. So I want to enjoy it a lot. We're going to make like a carrot cake for spring. And I want to really celebrate that spring is here because I think this is the last really difficult winter. It's like the last super Biden-y winter that I'm probably going to have. It was really bad this year, though. It was really awful. I think it's because I was doing the deficit and it was winter, and that was just a horrible combination. But I'm hoping that I will be Gucci next winter because I don't want to like I don't know. I don't want to go through that again. Like it's hard because like having severe hypo syndrome or symptoms and stuff, like it's really hard. And being sick, like I was really sick in January. I was so sick. But I knew it would pull me down to be in the winter. But it's ending, and I feel better, and that's why I'm posting and stuff because I feel better. So I'm happy about that because it's been a journey. And I'm almost out of SMO. It's a huge deal. In eclipse season, which is interesting. That's probably one of my eclipses. It's like probably my major eclipse is that I'm getting out of SMO because it is so much easier in different categories. And I should be out of MO probably by the fall at least. But I think even in the summer, I think I'll leave MO. It's faster. It's a lot faster than what I've been through. It was so hard last year. It was so difficult. But yeah, so to the gym I go. Wish me luck. You read Revelation aloud. You are blessed if you do that or hear it read. That's interesting. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Newly, we need to chat again. We chat again. At least while I'm working. I'm gonna be off tomorrow though. I'm gonna try to rest tomorrow. To spend the day with my grandma, but yeah. Anyways, I will talk to you guys again soon. I just wanted to pop on. I had to update. I had to just like trauma dump on all over you guys. Yeah, maybe we could Friday. Especially like my working days. I like to talk on the phone those days. So that would be good. But yeah, so I will see you guys again soon. I might even go live tomorrow, honestly, because I have tomorrow off. So I might actually go live, but I'm not going to commit to it. But I really wanted to today because I missed you guys. And I want to talk about the fact that I'm going back to the gym. And I'm hoping that I can get out of SMO, but I'm still waiting. Maybe the gym will help. Maybe I'll just like sweat a lot at the gym and then it will work. But I don't think so because I'm so swollen. I'm literally like, some days I'm like 5 pounds more swollen. It's bad. But I think today I was like 296, 297, which wasn't bad at all. It's like 2 pounds bloated, which isn't bad. But anyways, I'll see you guys again soon. I'm restless. I gotta get to the gym, so it's getting late. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.